Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Sooners will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will have the opening possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. He wants to change this route. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Cantrell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And the Buffaloes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barmore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oklahoma's offense will get the ball for the 1st time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Shaw. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Still running at the 35. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. From the red zone, looking for a man. Immediately fires to the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up.
Touchdown Sooners! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This drive will open from the 15. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He'll pull it down. First down and more. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Turning it on! He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Plucks it out of the air. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Now he's looking to throw it. Bringing the heat. Deep shot for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. He's got the tight end. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Into the house. Touchdown, Bucks! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll pull it on the read. Keeps it and gets the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Sooners just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Campbell. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Using the quick game. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. And you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options. They're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Pulls it in on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. That's caught. It's Cantrell. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Buffaloes have moved it inside the 20. Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, looking for a space. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Shaw. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's off. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Grabbed over the middle. It's Abrams. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a fourth down from the 42. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he rushes it right through the upright. It's good from 59. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pressure coming. Got his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle. It's Abrams.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets it to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. The Sooners send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boots his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays.
He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Buffaloes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Still running at the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Extending the play. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Soft spot in the middle. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Colorado! And they take it in for 6 more points. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Hey, coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Abrams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered.
Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. He'll try to do it himself. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang Skippy. That's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life hard.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, first down and more. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Harris. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Bucks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off the play fake. Hauls it in. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Sends it back in motion. Running into the open space. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Sends it downfield. He's got it up to 30. Flying down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buffaloes! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start this drive with a pass. Completes it in the middle. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Going for it all. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. One-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. It's caught downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up